Hold on a minute. Shower time, okay. There. Is that better? I hate when I do that. Why did my thing come across there funny looking? Let's see. Tom and Ruth, let's see. Looks funny on that phone. So good morning, all. There's two of us on this morning. It's okay. How do I do this? Live chat. Okay. Pouring coffee. Be right back. Start time. Get your coffee. You're late. Yeah, exactly. So today's topic is the Philippines the right place for you? In some cases, it's great for so many wonderful guys and ladies. In some cases, it's not so good for a lot of guys. But really, overall, I think overall it's a pretty good place. British expat, how you doing, Mr. John? How's things with you, my friend? Hope you're doing well. How's things going? How's Miss Jane doing? She back from Australia, and is she doing well? I know sometimes you don't really think about it, but you miss them. You know, when they're gone, you just really miss them. Morning, Jim. How you doing? High five. Good to see you. How are things with you? Yeah, got my coffee. I had to go get it. I left it over there doing something else. As you know, you have a dog. Sometimes they seem to take up a lot of time for no reason. Oh, they're coming with their their bounty, their bounty of gold. Good for them. And I'm sure they had a wonderful time there. It's a beautiful place. What can you say, right? A lot of great places there. So, how's Mr. Jim Dunlap? Good to see you. British expat over, just taking a shower, he said. So, Maximus, good morning. Do you really? I have like 6 or 7 golf shirts. They're beautiful golf shirts, as you know. Only reason I have them is because my friend was a golf pro, and he'd take me into the shop, and I could get shirts at a really discounted price, and or he'd give me a couple of shirts. But I have some really nice shirts. I tell you what, something about a good golf shirt is they lay well and they last forever. You know, this shirt right here is 10 years old. This shirt is 10 years old. People are laughing at me. I'm serious. It's 10 years old. It's a good quality shirt. Collar holds up. It looks good. It holds well. It's Ruth put it on the hanger today, so I had the crease in it still. I wear it a lot. So thank you, Maximus. Good to see you. Good to see you. Christopher Beecham. How you doing, brother Christopher? Good to see you. And how are things with you? Brother has been so generous. Yes, it's very, very nice to see that. And very enjoyable. Very enjoyable. Jerry B., good morning. How's the family? They're doing very well. Ours doing laundry. You saw her in the thumbnail with her little friends there at the party we had last week. She's doing her laundry, and Ruth had to go to town. There's a funeral today. So many sick around me. I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like it. So many sick around me, and the lady passed. So Maximus, mine is either Pebble Beach or Greg Norman brand. Ah, nice. I forget what kind this is. I'm trying to think. I think I know the name of it. Hold on a minute. I'm trying to think. Not Greg Norman. What's Sam? What's the name? Sam. A British expat. Oh, Lacoste shirts are $159. Wow, for a shirt? Yeah. Well, this particular shirt he gave me off the rack at the time. Golf Pro Shop there in Orlando, where Tiger plays and stuff. He's the golf pro there, and Tiger would happen to be playing that day with a bunch of the guys, and I had just happened to be there. I stopped by there all the time. We'd have coffee. He always had a cooler of beer, and his cooler never ran empty. And so I'd stop there and have a cold beer with him sometimes. He'd call me. and we had a pretty good, always a good relationship. And yeah, this exactly, those golf shirts are good for hot weather since dry fit. That's exactly right. That's the reason why I'm wearing this shirt today. We're going to go to town today. We got some errands to run. We have a new DIY store, a new one. Now this new DIY store, DIY, and $1 or less, or around $1. And I always said a dollar store would do fantastic here. Well, some Filipino decided to do it, and he's doing it. Ah! Over! No! R! Take him outside. He started to go pee. Right there. Greg Norman, yeah, Greg. Let's see. Yeah, so we're going to go to town. We're going to check out that store. Polo shirts here in the Philippines, 500 pesos a market. I tried to find some good polo shirts here. I can't find any of my size. I've given up. I decided, guys, I'm not buying one thing here anymore. I'll wear them till they're falling off my body. Nothing fits. We just bought me a nice pair of topsider shoes. Really nice pair of topsiders, great golf shoes. And without wearing my golf shoes. And get this, it didn't fit. They're supposed to be size 11, 12. They weren't. They were something else. That's the third or fourth order this last couple of months, and I can't seem to find shoes. Sullivan's, good morning. How you doing? Many blessings to whom shall see this presents greetings. Yes, thank you, Sullivan. God bless you, and thank you so much. Thank you. Good to see you too. Yeah. And I do love my shirt for the hot weather. T. Wicks, good morning. Looks like March before I can make it there. Oh, really? March? Well, that's okay. You know what? Yeah. You know what, T. Wicks? It's okay. It's still going to be here, and you're going to be fine. You'll enjoy it, and you have a lot to look forward to. A great place to come. Great place to live. It's wonderful culture, wonderful people. Just bring your patience with you. If you left your patience at the door, go back and get it and bring it with you. That's the only thing you'll need. You'll be fine. You have patience, you'll have anything. Yeah, I would put a doggy door, but the rats would come in. So no doggy doors. I tell you, the rats are just all over here in the Philippines. I was in someone's house the other day. He spent about 4 million peso on this house, 80,000 on this house. And he wouldn't let me do a video. He said, I want to let people see how I live. I said, really? Why? He said, maybe people will see and come by and take. I said, oh, I never thought of that. He goes, yeah. So I said, okay, I won't do it. I was going to say, can I do a video? No. Why? Good friend of mine. He says, Tom, I said, you're right. You got to be very careful. A friend of mine down in Duma did a house last year. A beautiful house. And how it was set and all the stuff. And that was about a month later. They had some visitors during the night. So let's see, I thought you looks like March can make a doggy door. You need to ask a relative in the U.S. to send you more golf shirts than anything else you need in your size. Exactly, Maximus. I'm going to do that. Hopefully I'll be there next year at this time. That's the reason I decided. And hopefully, if the Lord's willing, I'll be there next year. If USCIS gets it all finished. I'm waiting on them. But I'll just come there and get my shirts. I'm going to get a bleak buying box, a couple of them, and fill it full of foods that I like and send it back here. And get me some clothes, and get Ruth some clothes, and R some clothes. Good quality clothes. Not these okay store type clothes. Not these used clothes. Not saying they're not good. There was a pair of Nikes, original Nikes from the United States on the rack, and nobody could fit into them, but I could. They were $60. They wanted to sell them for $60. And I said to myself, why would I pay $60 for a used pair of tennis shoes? They were in good shape. But still, on the other hand, why would I pay that? That's ridiculous, right? So I decided, I said, I'm not going to buy no shoes. I'm fine without the shoes. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. So I understand that, T Wicks. Yeah. Bleak Box is your friend. Exactly. Exactly. I can have Claude send me some. I can have my brothers send me something. Go to the local tailor and get your clothes tailor made. It's not expensive. Yeah, Brother Christopher, I do. I have them. But here's the difference. They still, I have them tailor made. They cost me about $8 to $10, including the material and the labor. The problem is, the materials and things are only for dress. They don't have materials like this. Unless I want to wear the cottons and the rayons and stuff like that. It's just cotton and rayon. You wash it and it was this big and now it's this big, you know. They don't have the quality of materials. And even at the material store, you see many materials, but the material itself is really little off for me. The quality's not there. In other words, you're not going to find this quality material. And so I have probably 10 shirts and 10 pairs of pants. Really nice, good quality dress clothes. But as far as making a good shirt like this, they fall short for me. Or like a Hawaiian shirt, there's no material for that. Unless it's cotton. And, you know, I've had a couple of Hawaiian shirts made, and they tear up after a while, and they're just no good. They're just not any good at all. And since I'm a big size, I have hurt my Achilles heel getting in and out of these tricycles. I do miss my van, but I don't miss the getting around and driving it and parking it. Yeah, it might be cheap. Alternative clothes. Yes, it works pretty good. Yeah, so the rats are big. Rat was so big the other day, Omer wouldn't chase it. Yeah, Ruth had one in the house over there. Wore her out trying to get that rat out of that house over there. The rat traps that we have are about this big, like this big, and this big. And these are all what they call Riceville rats, right? And so they're pretty good size. And so when one gets on there, even though it's only like, you know, this big, you know, 6 to 8, 10 inches big, he gets off those boards, those glue boards. They get off of them. That lot of strength there. Yeah, so I'll try to do that. With Charles Suckstead, hi, how you doing? Good to see you. Glad to see you coming on, my friend. Smash the button, people. Yes, smash the button. I do like tailored clothes. British expert doggy doors can be purchased with a magnet collar, so only doggy comes in and out. Well, a good idea. I could try that. But my front door is glass, so I might have a problem putting a doggy door in glass, cutting that glass. I don't have a wood door here. Thank goodness I have glass instead of wood here. I tell you what, I have teak. Gemelina, the doors are made out of Gemelina. And honestly, the quality's a little inefficient. They're cracking and the doors spreading apart, maybe. I guess the humidity and the cold and the heat during the night, I don't know. But I've noticed quite a bit of that. Yeah. And doggy doors can be purchased, yes. A magnet collar, so only doggy comes in and out. I spanked the light. Thank you, Charles. I don't even own a pair of socks. It's been over 2 years since I used my shoes. Jim, I understand. I'm required to wear shoes now. When I had a motorcycle, you're required to wear shoes. Regular shoes. You don't have to wear socks, but you have to wear shoes because you cannot have open toes on a motorcycle. And you have to wear a helmet. So I never wore socks, but I bought me a pair of Crocs, and I would wear those. But my Crocs wore out, and I can't find any more Crocs my size. Ruth tried to buy some, they're still too small. Come on, I'm just 11, size 11 or 12, right? So she's giving up on Crocs. I need to. I think what I'll do is if I don't get to the U.S. by next year, I will order a bunch of stuff from my family. The rats are big as a possum. They are. They're pretty good size, man. I saw one cat had a rat in the corner of the fence, and the rat was giving the cat heck, and the cat won, but it was a one heck of a fight. And that rat, I had to go throw it on the other side of the fence. That was a pretty good sized rat, I got to tell you. We started what they call an open barrel system, where you take a regular garbage can, you fill it about quarter way up with water, and then you let that water, just leave it in there. And then we have up top a trap that just they walk on. We put a little food on there and tape it down, and so when the rat comes, they just fall in that water. Well, one night I caught 3, and I'm going, where are these rats coming from, right? It's clean house. There's nothing in the house. There's no food or anything in the house. In the blessing house, not this house. We don't get anything in here. It's sealed. We don't get a cockroach. Every once in a while, a cockroach will fly in. We don't get no bugs. Thank God. No mosquitoes, no bugs, no nothing. So over there, forget about it, man. You'll be saturated. The mosquitoes will carry you away. So many mosquitoes, so much water. The rats are big, yeah. Pumpkin Joe's, high five. Good to see you, Pumpkin Joe. Good morning. I haven't seen any rats in a minute now. I've been a lot of Cebu though. Yeah, Cebu had a lot of rats when we were there. Really a lot of rats. Well, the Cebu, okay. Well, I've been all over Cebu, and I found that it's not a place for me, but where we were staying in this really nice condo, at one of our stops, we stayed in like 5 different places there in Cebu. We went all over. And because I wanted to see the island to get an idea. And the garbage was piled up. They piled it up in a spot on the street. Well, it was taller than this house and about as big as this house of garbage just piled up on these streets. And then the garbage guys come and they pick it up and they haul it away. Well, they have to have sometimes 2 garbage trucks to pick up all the garbage. Really, it's that much. Especially from the condos, right? Because they just bring it down, throw the bag across it like that, like this, like this. You know, you got how many rooms there. So I'm sitting here and smell and the odors and the methane gas is just unbelievable. The methane in Cebu to me just overtakes me. And no matter where I went there in Cebu, the methane would just get me. And we'd be all over it. We'd be downtown in the mall, in the new mall out there by the water. We went everywhere. And we noticed that. There's just a lot of garbage, a lot of graffiti. Every building has markings on it. Every building. There's not a building that does not have some type of marking on it. The hospital, the guy at the bus station told me, I said, why don't you guys paint your wall? That's me, because I'm anal that way on certain things. He says, we paint it, the next day it's on there. That wall's been painted so many times, it's unbelievable. He said that hospital wall was just painted last week. Look at it now. And they just mark it. I asked about gangs there. Somebody said they don't have them, but I don't know. Yeah, a lot in Cebu. John Ferris, good morning. How you doing, John Ferris? How you doing? So good to see you. Max, the time roaches will infiltrate any house. They sure will. I got my boric acid I keep around the house, though. I put boric acid around the house. Of course, rain deters, will wash it away. But the boric keeps them at bay on 2 sides of my house because I have cover on it. But yeah, you're right. They will infiltrate. They will come in. But I've been here now in this house now, I don't know, 4 years, 5 years. And I might have seen 2 cockroaches the whole time. And on the high side too. We don't get any bugs in here. If that door is open, they come in. It's sealed. How could it get any bugs in here? It's sealed. It's like here. Let me tell you how sealed this house is. It's like a car door. You open and close the door, and your door won't close because it's too much pressure in there, and you have to roll down the window so you close the door. Well, it's like kind of like that here. That front door is open. Everybody always comes at I'm doing a live stream. Somebody's at the gate. I need to stand out there. I'm not going out there. John Ferris, good morning. I hate houseflies. Yeah. Hey, you know what you do with houseflies is take a bag of water, put it above your door. Take a bag, a propane bag, and have water, a propane bag, a polypropylene bag. I was thinking about that. Polypropylene bag, and put water in it, and then just tie up and just hang it. Hang it from your thing for your doorway, and your flies will deter away from it. How clean you keep the house? Roaches will eventually again. Yeah, that's true. You're right. When I worked for Orkin, I was a termite inspector. I did termite and sold termite pest control. I worked for Ecolab Pest, also corporate accounts, and that's one thing restaurants can't have, is they can't have cockroaches, and they cannot have any of that in their restaurants, and they can't have any of that anywhere. And one of the hardest things to deal with is having a cockroach in there. So that's the reason I'm familiar with some of the chemicals used with the boric acid and things, and how to treat it properly. But I had to go to school, both places. I started at Orkin originally, and then Ecolab, owned pest control division, and I love that job a lot better. I got a lot of benefits in that job. They gave you a company car, and you got a choice: a brand new van. Well, everything's brand new. A van. I got the Grand. What was it? The new one. The Grand. Anyway, real nice van, leather seats, video, and really nice, really nice. So, Tom, I love the Philippines, but I can't help but be concerned about how many foreigners, vloggers I've seen have to leave with medical issues. What do you do for insurance? I tell you what, I got to talk to you guys about that. Let me tell you what I did. Oh man, they took the book away. We have insurance. We bought insurance. I have insurance through Pacific Prime. It's Blue Cross Blue Shield. Blue Cross Blue Shield. Recently, I got a new affidavit in stating that it might pay anywhere from $100 and change, $130, $140 a month. Well, guess what? They don't go to all the hospitals. I can only go to one. If I get sick, I can only go to one hospital where I'm at. That's it. Not all insurance now. So I went and looked at AXA, United, all the internal places they have here. Come to find out, the insurances now have changed. They changed. You have to make sure, if you have what they call a world plan, international plan, not all hospitals are going to accept that plan. They will tell you they accept that plan, but when you go in there and you're sick, they will not accept you. The reason why I know this is because I did some research on this. If you have to find a plan, and so we found a plan, you don't laugh, through a company called FICO, F-I-C-C-O. It's down there where you're at, Joe. Go in there and ask for the health insurance plan. Costs you $40. The plan covers, down in Duma, it's got a lot of places you can go. It covers a lot of internal care. It covers pre-existing conditions. Grand Caravan, that's what it was. It covers a lot of insurance that you normally don't think about. It covers a lot of things that you would need here. I'm going to cancel my policy because I can't use it but one hospital. And the hospital I can use it at, it's not that good of a place. They don't have a scanner. They barely have oxygen. There's no ambulances available. There's nothing. That hospital is like, I don't know. It's not good. So I'm canceling. I'm not paying no more insurance. We went down to FICO and got insurance. I do have Philly Health. I'm grandfathered in on the old plan. Philly Health, meaning that it covers me wholeheartedly like it does Filipino. So it's like I'm Filipino. I'm under the old plan of 8 years ago. So I'm under that plan, and then I bought this through FICO. I'm canceling another plan. The other way, the best way, the very best way is to get the maxi cards. Go get the maxi cards. Cost you about $200 a year, and you have emergency care. Get the best plan. That's the best thing to do, Joe. Get the best plan, and then have that. Your wife has Philly Health. Get that FICO, cost you $40. Go ahead and get that. It's good. And I did research on it. And get the maxi card, and then go with it. And if it gets really bad, go to Guam or back to USA. And that's what I'm going to do. A lot of guys actually move back. A lot of guys actually move back to USA because of the health. And it's sad. That's it. Yeah, and it's sad. It's that way. So, you're right about that. And Pumpkin Joe, that's the thing that I've decided. I've really been watching. Jack Eastman, good morning. I just joined in. I made it to the Philippines, and I'm in Boracay currently. High five. Good for you, man. And I'm sure you're really enjoying that. They say it's beautiful there. Tom Shipman just got back from there. So high five to you, man. Good for you. How you like it there? Hello, Eads Vog. Good morning, Eads. Good morning, good morning. Grand Caravan. That's it. Maximus, you and Duma are now in Davao. I'm in Mindinao Bukidnon. Bukidnon. Great info. Tell them I checked them out Monday. Thumbs up, brother. Yeah, no worries, man. Check them out. Don't act United. A lot of the big companies say they cover World International Insurance, but they don't cover all the hospitals, and they say they cover it. But you actually need to physically go in and say, "Can I use this insurance here?" Some will tell you no. It says on the form that I can use it here. Nope, you cannot use that here. We don't accept that anymore. The reason why they're not accepting it is because sometimes they didn't pay their bills. Insurance companies are really, really funny. Yeah, Christopher. Hello, talk to Marky. Yeah, getting what he needs in Arizona. Started got my own issues back on Monday. Take care of my friends. Yeah, brother Christopher. Let me tell you, God works in mysterious ways. I put it out. John will probably be in here today. Phillies to Phoenix. Phillies to Phoenix. John is really a good guy. His channel, Phillies to Phoenix. You see him on. Go on in. He was not really necessarily a friend of Marky, but John's a friend of mine, and I'm a friend of Marky. Well, what happened was Marky went to San Francisco, found out he really couldn't get the care he needed. So John, through me, said, "Hey, Phoenix has got some pretty good hospitals down here. If you would come down here and, you always stay at my house." Well, guess what? He shows up in Phoenix. It's either that or Denver, right? So he goes there and this, that, and other. So John is taking care of him. Thank goodness to John. So shout out to Mr. John, Phillies to Phoenix, for helping take care of Marky Shoemate. And yes, I saw the videos. And yes, and Marky's doing well. Doing as good as he could be, And God bless him, man. I'm praying for him. I prayed for him last night, this morning. Yeah, I'm just always praying for him. EDS Vlogs. Everybody say hi. I pay $1,200 a month, Blue Cross Blue Shield, in retirement. Oh, boy. Oh, man. I've been just Boracay for 1 week digging it so far. MaxiCard is that insurance plan? Yes. It's an insurance plan called MaxiCard. And what it is it's just a plan that you go online and you apply for it and you get a card. And that card is good for emergencies. It's good for falling if you hurt your leg, if you hurt yourself, and you can use it anywhere. You can use it anywhere in the Philippines. Most clinics and most hospitals will take that MaxiCard. The problem with the insurance is when you have Pacific Pride, Pacific Prime, Aetna, Cigna, all these other companies that they're out there. There's so many. Centris. What's the other ones? There's like 10 more. They're not accepted at all the hospitals that they say they're going to be now. They changed it. They need to upgrade all the pamphlets and all the things. Well, St. Luke said they'd take international, right? So my buddy goes in, he has that international, he goes in there, gets an exam. They said, "You got insurance?" "Yeah, here's the card." "Oh, sir, by the way, we don't take this Aetna anymore. We don't take this anymore." "You take United?" "My wife has United. We're from U.S. She got United. We have family coverage." "No, we don't take United anymore either. I'm so sorry." "Well, how about TRICARE?" I think we might take TRICARE." Come to find out, long story short, he's had some ailments. His stomach, pains in his stomach. He didn't know what it was. It was serious. So he flies back to USA, Gets exam. He's in Dallas, Texas. Come to find out, he had to have surgery. Something's going on in his intestines. I don't really know all detail. He didn't tell me exactly. So his wife stayed here with the family because they just came here to retire. They've been here about 9 months. So in their discussions, she flew back to the States. They're going to live there because they've realized that the medical is really falls short. Now they're telling me that BGC up there in Manila, Makati, Manila, Angeles up in there, really great hospitals. I have no idea, but who in the world is going to, like me, going to go to BGC? If I could do that, I could just take all the time it take me to get to BGC. I could fly to USA. Because not only that, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's better just get on a plane in Davao and head to the USA or Cebu. Just go to Cebu, CDO to Cebu, and get to USA than it is good from CDO, or excuse me, to Cebu, to Manila, to BDC or BGC, all the above, and come to find out they don't accept you. You don't want to do that if you're sick. $1,200 a month is a lot of money, man. I have some subscribers moving back now due to poor health care and misdiagnosis. I feel horrible for them. Again, their Market Schumann health care is number one on my list now. It's number one on my list. That's, honestly, to be honest with you, that's one of the reasons why we're going back. I never really say, for Ruth to work, but I'm going back. I'm healthy. There's nothing wrong with me. I've seen a lot of things, and I've talked to the doctors in town. I've talked to them in Valencia. And everybody that I've talked to has had problems health-wise. They can't help them here. They don't have the equipment, number one, and they don't have the wherefore the expertise to help them. Oh, some guys say, "Oh, you Tom, you're out. You're talking out your butt. You're talking out your labut. You don't know what you're talking about. You're talking crap, Tom." Okay, fine. If I am, that's fine. If you want to stay, stay. You know, for me, I go back here and live on. I can live fine on what I make. Will I live like I can here? Yeah, probably. I won't be paying $150 a month in electricity. I know that for sure. And I can live at around the same amount of money. Believe it or not, I can live on the same amount that I'm living here. Believe it or not. What's going to cost me more than anything? There. What's going to cost me? Fuel, gas, car. I'm going to have an RV. I'm going to live in. It's going to be paid for, so I won't have to worry with that. So, what's going to cost me anywhere? In some cases, I found lots all over the states now I can stay. I talked to them where I used to stay. $300 a month includes electric, includes TV, cable, internet, all. Why wouldn't I stay there? $300. Heck, I'm paying that. I'm paying $150 here for electric, and that includes electric. So, and I can live like a king, believe it or not. So anyway, Joe and Jeannie, good morning. Good morning, Douglas. Good morning. Good morning. Taglar, I can't even say it. Taglarbaron. Boho. Hi. How you doing, Doug? Good to see you. Yeah, a lot of guys are leaving here for that. Thanks for the MaxiCard. Is it something they mail you or pick it up? You can pick it up anywhere. You can actually buy it at Robinson's. You can buy it at the mall. If you look around, you'll see a MaxiCard store. It's a store. It's MaxiCard. Go in there and tell them. Explain everything to me. Where can I use it? Where can't I use it? Can I use it here? Can I use it there? Can I use it at the hospital down the road here, wherever you're at? And ask them. It's always better that way. You can go to the V also, Tom. Yeah. Our flight to Guam, it takes 4 hours. Yeah, our flight to Guam. Yeah, a lot of guys. The guys are choosing USA over Guam because of the family. That's the reason they're flying the U.S. The family, the mothers, brothers, cousins, mom and dad, family members. They're not all scammers. They're not scamming you. It's just that before COVID, they covered. After COVID, they don't cover. because some of them didn't pay their bills. And the hospitals are waiting on the money, and they said, we're not taking that no more. Or they just make a decision, they're not taking it back anymore. So, Kumusta? Eds, EDS. Yes, good morning, EDS. Feeling Philippines fine. We'll find out if St. Luke's and BGC takes him. His U.S. international covers health insurance, medical insurance, went to the USA. Could I get a doctor to see him? Maximus. I told Philly how to do it. Go to the clinic. Go to the clinic right down the road from his house. He's got one. There's one right down the road from his house. Go to the clinic right down from your house. Get a referral. Simple. All you got to do is go in there and say, hey, man, I got this ailment. They're going to refer you to a doctor. So you go in and get referred to a doctor that specializes in the problem that he has. And they'll refer you. It costs you maybe $50, $60. And if he has insurance, it's going to cover that. Maybe cover nothing. I mean, there's a spinning zero. I don't know. Listen. One of the things, believe it or not, that insurance companies will do is they always will try their best. Before he flies here, he needs to go find a doctor there. Because what if he comes back here and St. Luke says no? BGC is nice. They say it handles St. Luke's. I had a friend that went to St. Luke's, got an appointment finally. And the same guy that flew back with his stomach. He finally got an appointment after 2 days. So he calls his doctor there in U.S. because it's under the 9-month period. It is 9 months. After a year, you're considered a new patient. So if you're ever in a situation, you go to U.S., you don't have a doctor, go to a clinic, anywhere, and say, Doc, I got this problem. He says, I can't really help you. You need an internal doctor. Let me refer you to one. This is a friend of mine. He does really great care. Call him when you call him now. That's how I got my doctor. That's how I met my buddy, Dr. Robert. And Dr. Robert, my buddy in U.S., told me that's how you do it. So I transferred that information to Philly. Philly, go down the road there in Philly. Go see the doc. Tell him this, A, B, C, D, F, G. And if the doc's not going to give you a referral, he's going to give you a referral. 99% of them give you a referral. Unless nothing's wrong with you. And they'll give him a doctor. He can go see a doctor, and then he can go to plan B. To go there, to fly all the way there and not see a doctor, come on. As I say, come on. Philly, if you're on here, Philly, come on. No, come on. I'm an old Irish, Scottish guy. You don't think I'd go there, fly to USA, and don't see a doctor? I'd be sitting at the door. I need to see the doc. Well, he's not going to see you. Well, you know what? I'll figure out a way. Did Philly take advice? I don't know. I told him to. I left him messages to do that. He put a check mark. So I know he read it because he didn't put check marks on anybody else's. He put a check mark on mine. You know how he does that? So I knew that because we're friends, and I don't want him sick. If I can help him, I don't know no doctors in Philly, but if he wants to go to Buffalo, I can get him an appointment in Buffalo. But he didn't. But that's because I lived up there so long, and I know many doctors. We have to go to Buffalo. I don't know if he wanted to go to Buffalo, but he's close. Yeah, urgent care. That's right, urgent care. Yeah, Tom Shipman. High five. Tom Shipman says St. Luke's doesn't take insurance. Well, they sure wouldn't take this guy's. He was so angry. In fact, the pain was so bad. He was on the airplane and he was groaning, and the airline stewardess had some medicine, just regular Advils and stuff like that, and he had been taking that stuff, but apparently something that they had where it helped him. So Philly will find out St. Luke's be taking serious coverage, health insurance, medical. Just went through the USA, could not get doctors to see him. Yes. He was told his U.S. citizen international coverage is advised to go to St. Louis doctors and accept his insurance. I tell you what, though, Maximus, that's the problem. If Tom Shipman said that they don't accept it. Hi, Tom, my good friend Tom. Tom Shipman said they don't take insurance. They'll take insurance, but they don't take international insurance. Not all international insurance is accepted there anymore because of the COVID. Common sense. He was there, and he had a hard time. You guys understand that? I get so upset with insurances. I get upset about it because you're here on this earth and you pay the bills and you can't get it. You can't get help. That's what I always say. Michael and Heidi, good morning. So Thomas Shipman, they take insurance. They take insurance. And they take TRICARE. But they wouldn't accept his other ones. Maximus, Philly is finding out Luke's. Yes. Yeah, I hope he finds out. He was told U.S. insurance and international coverage. Yes. And I tell you what, he should be able to get care there. Okay? I wouldn't fly back here and not. In other words, you don't want to waste a trip. You go there and you wasted $2,000-$3,000 to go there. I hope Billy took my advice. Yes, urgent care is convenient, and maybe they can help you. What if it's just something simple, right? Look what Marcus Shoemate went through, guys. Come to find out, I'm not going to say this. Well, no, I'm going to. Some of that may. No, I'm not going to. Listen, get second and third, fourth opinions, and I would be careful about trusting anyone in the Philippines for doctors. When it comes to your life, if it's life-threatening, don't trust them. Too many misdiagnoses, guys. Way too many. When a guy's telling you you're gonna die, you got cancer in your stomach and it's eating you up, and you have spots on your liver and you're gonna die within 6 months. He flies back to the States, and he flies back, and the guy is telling me, his name's Steve G, is telling me, the doctor started laughing. He says, "Doc, I'm dying." He said, who told you you're dying? You have a hernia. And you have a bleeding ulcer. It's a simple fix. We could take care of that. He says, you have a bleeding ulcer. You're all right. And you have a hernia. You're not dying. Who told you you're dying? They showed me pictures that I was dying. They said I only had 6 months to live. He said, in the Philippines? He said, yes. He said, well, I suggest you don't go back. You want a second opinion, go talk to another doctor. I can refer you one or go find another doctor. But you need a second opinion. He went to the second doctor. That doctor in the U.S. told him exactly the same thing. You're nothing wrong. You have a hernia and you have a bleeding ulcer, and there's nothing else wrong with you. He said, why does it hurt so bad? He said, you got a bleeding ulcer, son. And started yelling at the guy. He said, we're going to take care of that for you. Proper diet, proper medication, we can take care of that for you. You don't need no operations. You don't need to be cut into. He said, they're wanting to cut into me up in Manila. I'm not going to tell you the hospital. The hospital's been mentioned here, by the way. So you have to be very careful. Please, guys, common sense. Go to Guam. So many guys they all left during COVID. All the good doctors left and went elsewhere throughout the world. Not saying there's not any good doctors here. There are, but I'm just saying, don't take that. Don't do that. 352 in chat. Yeah. Okay, it's okay. Go to exactly, Maximus. Just say, I'm in so much pain, I can't take it, and they'll help you. Tom, have you been to Davao? I have some friends and subs who keep telling us how great it is there. Davao is great, Joe. Yeah, I've been to Davao too many times to count. We would go there every month. And we went there every month for 2 years when I first got here. Every month for 2 years, and we would stay a week to 10 days. White Mansion. We got some great places you want to stay. You just email me on Tom and Ruth Facebook, Philippine Adventures. Great places to stay. If you look at my older villages, there's many videos of Davao. Yeah, Davo's great. Davao would be my bucket list. No Dumaguete, Davao. Davao was listed number. Well, go search online. Go incognito. The best places to live and the safest places to live in the Philippines. Davo's number 1. Search. If not, it's in top 5, depending on who has a booking or whomever. Yeah. Yeah, Jack Eastman, you're right. Thailand is very good. Been there prior to sickness. 10 cents on USA, top-notch care. Yeah, Kevin P was telling me, you get sick, that's the way to do it. And that I agree with you. So, flight attendants gave him Norco. Probably. They gave him something. Anyway, he said it really helped his stomach. He was in no pain, and he was okay. And he got there, and come to find out, it was just a hernia and a bleeding ulcer. One bleeding ulcer. Makati Medical Center takes Blue Cross Blue Shield through BCBS Global Care. There you go, Michael. Okay, there you go, Makati Medical. It will suck. St. Luke's will not accept his USA insurance. Well, they didn't accept it. They didn't accept it. Let me tell you something. My Alton, I had to fight for them to take St. Luke's would take him, and he's on TRICARE vet. You guys, I had to fight for him to get him in the hospital. It's been a few years ago before he passed. You guys don't know the troubles. And I eventually had to say, will you accept him? It says, we are reluctant. Why? Payment. I said, he'll pay the bill. He's going to give you cash. He has money. If not, I'll pay the bill. How much is the bill? It is $60,000. I said, okay, get him in there. He's sick. He's got water in his lungs. This, that, and other. Get him in there. It's like, I'm not even going to talk. Hospitals make me angry. So, Scott Raymond, good morning. How you doing? Yeah, Kevin P, go to Thailand. There's Kevin P. Here's my buddy. Kevin P says like hotels there. Really nice. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning. Howdy, BT. Wasn't that Philo? No, it wasn't Philo, but there's a Philo. That happened to Philo, but I don't know the depth of Philo's. But this is another guy. No, it's not Philo. Philo went, I don't know what Philo did go back for health. I don't know what his health was. But my friend was not Philo. It was another guy, U.S. guy. Good to see you. BT. Joe and Jeannie. Thailand is ranked 13th in the world. America 30th. There you go. See, there you go. America 30th. Maximus, good morning. Good morning. Let's see you guys. What's the closest place that Canadians can go? Guam is American. I don't know. Guam is, or Australia. I don't know. I don't know any other places. If you're Canadian, you can go to Guam. You can get care there. You can get care there. Thailand, John. Go where Kevin P said, Thailand. I have friends that are commercial pilots go to Thailand, serious care for their pennies on the dollar out of pocket. See, there you go. I was told that I had COD in Cambodia. Went to Thailand for an anagram and nothing in my heart was fine. Oh, man. The guy told me when I went to the doctor, he says, you got a problem with high blood pressure. We're going to put you on medication. And we want you to take this every day from now on until. So I took it. And I thought it was fine, but my blood pressure was up. So I called Dr. Robert. I said, doctor, should I take this all the time? He goes, tell me the circumstances. So I told him, he says, take it for this many days. Don't take it no more ever again. And watch your diet. He said, you were sick, right? I go, yeah, I had typhoid. He said, well, there you go. But this doctor told me here to take it all the time until. I said, all the time until? Yeah, every day until. You have to take a rest of your life. I go, really? He goes, yeah. I go, you sure? He goes, yeah, I'm sure, all the rest of your life. And my blood pressure's fine. So I had I think it's Philo with misdiagnosed hernia. I think Philo did have a misdiagnosis here also, and I think that was before the COVID. And most of the people I know that have a misdiagnosis now are after the COVID, like right now. I mean, they're really having a hard time. They're really. There's quite a few guys that have a lot of misdiagnosis. Well, I can name you 3 or 4 vloggers, big vloggers on YouTube that left the Philippines and gone elsewhere for medical care. And there's one getting ready to leave, a big vlogger here, will be gone in February, March. And he's going back for health care. And health care is that important. And I'll be going back for health care. Because it doesn't matter if you pass or not, right? If you're not here on this earth, because you won't care, but your family will. I don't want to be put in the ground here and them have to pay for me to be in the ground every day of my life, of their lives. They have to pay a fee every month here in the Philippines to keep you in the ground. And then if they have 10 other family members, they got to pay that every month also. Can you guys see that? If you don't pay the bill, they dig you back up, because they put you in a block, concrete block with a lid on top, so no water can get in there, even though it does. Then they take that coffin, if you don't pay, then they stack you up to the side of the thing out in the rain and the sun. Don't matter, because you're gone, right? Who cares, right? But I care. If my mom and papa were that way, I would care. I would think that she would care that I don't want to be stacked up on the side. I would think. And the reason they do it is not enough land here. And it's the way they make money. And take care of the offset the things there. So I don't want to be like that. And it's that way everywhere. In fact, they're digging up some over here. They had to dig up all the people that's there in the cemetery because they're going to put a housing complex there. Okay, darling. Oh, you got your new one?
Yeah, can I open it?
Sure. Would you turn that aircon down? It's cold as heck in here. So let's see. Pumpkin Joe, I'm looking to move to Mindinao, as you know. It's there in Davao. I'm not the biggest city guy, though. Davao is great. There's some great areas outside of Davao, man, you can move to. Tag them. There's great areas, man. Davo's great. You'll love it better than you are down there where you're at. Hello, Rodney Gall. How you doing, my good friend? Good to see you, man. Hang in there on your boat, your ship, your boat. But you know something? I feel the same way too. I think that Davao is probably the best place to live. I've not been down to Duma. But do I have a what? Rag. There's some here. MOJ, good morning, MOJ. How you doing? Kevin P. I have AXA. Not sure it's good in the Philippines, but they say it's worldwide. AXA? Okay. My wife does no language in Mindinao, so we just plan to visit in a few weeks. Yeah. Let's speak Tagalog. Now get this. You speak Tagalog here, they can understand it. And they understand Visaya. But people that speak Tagalog cannot understand Visaya.
Yeah.
Now, isn't that strange? So Ruth goes up there. Ruth speaks many languages. R can speak it too. She's learning Tagalog now. She knows some Tagalog, right?
I just don't know the deep words.
The deep words she don't know. She can speak Tagalog. So if she's with R, she can speak the R easy. And Ruth, they'll talk Tagalog. We have visitors from church, Tagalog, they sit there like me with Visaya. They don't understand one word. But people that speak Visaya go to Manila all the time. They can handle it. Good to see you. Kevin P. Yikes. Yeah, I know. I was thinking about Kevin P. Kevin P., that would have really made me mad. Hope everyone okay today. God loves us. God does love us. God loves Marky Shoemake. Marky's doing a lot better, and I'm glad to see he is. Baloo John, where you been? High five. Good to see you, Baloo John. Nice to see you. Another great channel. Good guy right there, Baloo John. Pump Joe Tom. Speaking of hospitals, I decided to step out of my comfort zone recently and started eating new foods. I ate blood, pig intestines, chicken feet. Oh, well, making notes of hospital. Oh, in case it went bad, I would too. Oh, I can't do that. I can't do chicken feet. I see the family walking around with chicken foot in their mouth all the time, but I can't do it.
It makes me think what they've been walking on.
Yeah, I'm not a blood kind of eater. I stay away from that stuff.
Daddy, I was thinking
Yeah, you turn on a light? Sure. I have a family plot in Cambodia. The family owns the land. See, that's the only way to do it. I have family plot in USA also, but I'll be buried anywhere there. It's not here. I'm just I'm not worried about me. What do I care? But I don't want her to be paying for me and mommy and for on and grandma on and on and on and on, where you're paying, $500 a month just to keep somebody in the ground. I don't want to do that. And that's what they do here. I don't want. There's a lot of things that kind of gripe my gourd. That's one of them. Right now, mine's. I'm on the harping thing. I think it's insurance. It's griping making me angry, and a couple other things. But that's my main thing right now. Good morning, Kevin and Gemma. I'll be shipped back home by the VA and got plot in the National Cemetery Reserve. There you go. There you go. Way to go, BT. Just spread my ashes to see. I'm good with that. Yes. Viking barrel out to sea. Yes. It actually, no. It's actually more expensive in the Philippines over Southeast Asian countries. That's what people are telling me. Kevin P. lives quite well where he's at there in Cambodia. Kevin P., if you don't mind, how much does it cost to live there? Your monthly budget. But I know you have family, you take care of stuff there. So just for the heck of it, just give a roundabout number. Hey, Rodney. Boat. Yeah, not a ship. Boat. You're right. And stay strong. Hang in there. Tagum is nice. I've been there and I have friends there. I love Tagum. So, Joe, try Tagum, really. You'll like it there. Check it out. I like Davao. That was one of the places Ruth and I want to live. Then we said CDO. But it's a toss-up between the two. I like CDO better, personally. But that's my preference. I think you'll like Davao. Davo's a good place. Great hospitals there, too. The card that I have through FICO, FICCO, you'll be surprised how many hospitals that card covers. And it covers a lot of conditions in there, too. So try it out. This costs you $40. FICO is a loan place where it's a savings and loan. It's a savings and loan. You put whatever money in there and they give you money back. And if you need a loan, you can loan on that money and you leave your money there, or loan up deposits. It's just another way, but there's always an office, thousands of offices. They've been in business. I think they've been in business a lot of years. How many years FICO's been there? 50 years, 80 years, something like that. So Pumpkin Joe's saying, I have an option VA lot when I pass away, but I asked my wife to cremate me, bury me here. This is my family home now. There you go. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. I also have, Kevin P. is saying, I also have that on my insurance to return me home if I pass. Yeah. I don't have anything like that on my policies or anything. I told Ruth just to do whatever if I pass. Do whatever she thinks is best. I don't want to pass here though. I made that decision. I didn't come here to pass. I come here to live, and I want to live, and I can go like this back and forth. I can fly back and forth, as long as I have the money. I can fly back and forth I'm not going to be stupid about it. You know, I'm not going to go out there and fly back like this, like this. We'll go there and we'll work a year or two and then fly back. And then work there a year or two and fly back. And where Ruth gets her 5 years in so she can draw on my Social Security no matter. And she can have her own Social Security. And then RR can reap the benefits of that until... Yeah, he's crying because his mother's gone. You need to change his mind. BS or worry is hassle. Yeah. You're right, Rodney. I don't want to put anyone out here. I just take the VA route. Yeah. No, Maximus, that's my baby daughter. Come show your face, sir.
I look horrible.
Don't worry about how you look. Quit worrying about that. It's my baby. No, longer.
Hi, guys.
Longer. Come here, longer. Say hi, guys. How are you?
Hi, guys. Why do I look like that?
Why you look like what? You look like a girl.
Hi, everyone.
You don't? Yeah. Hi, everyone. She's always my compadre. She helps Daddy a lot. Everything. She always helps Daddy. And let me tell you something. You got a sore or something, or can rub it out. She's going to be a nurse, I think.
Med tech.
A med tech now. Okay, sorry. Med tech. She told me, Daddy, quit overloading me with stuff to do because it overpowers my brain and I get angry this morning. I said, don't forget to clean your shoes. Don't forget to fold your clothes. Don't forget to do laundry. Daddy, it overloads my brain and my brain cannot handle it. And I get sad and I get upset at you. Hi, Mr. Mitch. High five. Thank you for the super chat, my friend. Maximus. Yeah, cremation. Yeah, that's what I wanted to go. Cremation. But I don't think Mama will do it. Kevin and Jim, good morning. Blood boiled and oil is safe. Actually good for you, yeah. What is good for bath arthritis, Tom? I've been having some sleepless nights because my Neds ain't working. I got to tell you something. Do you drink try Guyabano leaves? Try fish oil. I've been taking fish oil. It'll help you in many ways you don't think it'll help you with. It'll help you in areas that you may need areas and help in. If you don't understand what I mean by that, also, BT. Rodney, Davao and Cebu is getting property is a pain. Yeah. It is. Oops, Davao. It's okay. I hear Iloilo is modern, has good medical and good infrastructure. Jack Eastman, they say it does. Who lives in Iloilo? We know. Or don't know. Let's see. Yeah, it's a good place. I live on $800 a month, including health insurance and no rent, and I live comfortably. You can't beat that. It's good. $800 a month. Thank you, Kevin P. Kevin P is a good guy. He's been a long-time subscriber. Kevin P is a good friend. Jackie, opinions in Elo. Guys, tell me, anybody in Elo up there? Beautiful place. Is all I know. Yeah, Texas Filipino lives there. Okay, yeah. So how's Mr. Mitch? So Mitch Brumwell, how you doing, my friend? How are things? It would be easy to fly back and forth to airfare to go back to pandemic prices. I want to fly 2 round-trip flights for the Philippines a year. Maximus, yeah. Me too. Yeah, and that would be good. You have flights to U.S.? I got stuck going in the middle at first. Yeah. Well, now I don't know for sure, but I haven't checked on this in a while. You could take Philippine Airlines out of Cebu to USA without stopping in Manila. I don't know if it's true anymore or not. Some of the guys may set me straight on it here, and if you guys know, let me know. So yeah, RR is a beautiful young lady. She could be big a bing pageant winner. She is. She's beautiful, and she knows it. She says I'm beautiful.
No, I don't.
No, she's a beautiful young lady. Problem is these boys, they think they'll be okay at my coming by my house. I don't think so. She's got many courters that want to court her. Mm-hmm. And I got courting. Now I'm going to court her. She's 14 now. There'll be no courting until you're 24. I can get a nice place here furnished with good pool, $300 a month, and houses are cheaper than apartments. You get a house for $200 a month, but you need someone all the time, or it's gated. Yeah. I understand that. Yeah, I understand that. Kevin P., that's really cheap. $300 a month, $200 a month. And it's beautiful there, right? So how's Rick Morris? It's Rick. Rick, how you do? As you guys know, I met Mr. Rick and his beautiful wife in CDO, my last trip. Rick lives in a good area too over there where he's at. And it's good to see you, Rick. We need to make that trip sometimes, maybe, a few times a year where we can meet again. So, because I really had a good time. I could stay all day. And this next time, I'll spend a night or 2 nights. And then that way, if you want to do something, we do something together. If not, we can go but have our meals together. Yeah, fish oil, try it. RR's busy right now. I was going to get her to show you the bottle. But when she gets unbusy, maybe I could get her to do this. Sperling, good morning. Good morning. How you doing, Sperling? Yeah, airfare does need to go back 6, 7, 2 round trips a year. Yeah, me too. I want 6, 7, 800, okay. 800 tops, right? I remember one time I flew to U.S. and back on $800. And people said, there is no, I said, I did. Here's the ticket. I said, I said, yeah. It was through Cheapo Air. That time I had to fly back with my mama. She passed. And it was a spur of the moment. Like today's Thursday, and I flew out on Saturday night. Yeah, early Sunday morning. It was $800 round trip. Kevin, bringing Gemma to Australia next month. Only took 5 days for visa, but had to biometric scan, something new that they did at Manila. Oh wow, good for you. Good for you. So you guys are going back? Are you going? Or you only took 5 days? Are you going back to stay, Kevin? And how is Gemma doing? And how is she feeling? Is she feeling okay? Yeah, Tex Filipino lives there. Yeah. So Mitch, tell me what's going on. Sperlin? Sperlin lives in Iloilo. Sperlin, how is it living in Iloilo? There's a prime example. Sperlin, good friend, right there. She's beautiful, but too young. I hope she does not give up. Yeah, she don't have to worry, Rodney. She ain't gonna do it. She's tough that way. I say she is. I hope she is, and I pray she is. Yeah, she's too beautiful. They're growing up fast. Prepping launch Artemis 1 mid-November for Forbidden Moon. Plus, me are less busy with the Rocket Ranch. Yeah.
There's bubbles.
Huh? You got a bubble on your phone? It's okay. Go get a credit card. Go get mommy's credit card. Use credit card. That's what mommy does. All right. She's not listening. She's listening. Kevin P. I'm in Phnom Penh. Tom, my daughter's 2.5 years old, while the other is 3 months. I'm buffing back now. That's to be frightened shape. They come of age, these boys, especially now. Yeah, I agree. They grow up so fast. It's like overwhelming, Rick Morris saying, sounds good to me. We can always work out the details. Yes, it sounds good. Fish oil here in the Philippines. Here, let me show it to you. Or would you give me the fish oil? You got to get up and get that anyway. Please. Thank you. I'll give you a hug later. Joke. Here you go. Nature's Made fish oil, 1,200 milligrams. You can buy it. Costs you about 800 peso at Shopee. You can buy it over the counter sometimes at Mercury Drug. But I'd always... This is the brand that you should take. Don't take anything else but this Nature's. This comes from USA. This is USA product. And it actually, they remove the mercury in it. This is really good. It's good for your heart, and it does a lot of good stuff for you. It actually makes you feel better. I take 2 of these a day. When I get really stressed, I have a problem. And I get really upset. I have what they call, I forget what they call it, but my lips swell, my side of my face, my eye would end up closed like this, and it swells up. I look like an elephant man. And it got so bad, all the doctors couldn't figure out what it was. I went to all kinds of specialists, and come to find out, one day I'm at the store, at the natural store, and I'm stressed, my job, life, and come to find out, a lady looked at me and she says, "Come here. Are you trying to relieve what is wrong with your face? It's swollen like, did you get stung by a bee?" I said, "No." She goes, "Take this." I took 2 of these. She goes, "Take 5 and take about another 2 before you go to bed." And from that second on, it's never happened since. It helps your blood flow. That's what it's for. It's blood flow. And me causing stress in my body caused that to happen. And that right there is my lifesaver. Actually, I feel better. 1 month we ran out. We couldn't find it. Couldn't get it. This went up to $20 to buy it. It's at 16. We finally found some, so we found it, and I got it, and I'll pay $50 for it. I'll pay whatever for my health. So that's really the kind. That's going to be a cool mix soon they populate the moon, I bet. Yeah, they're going to populate the moon. Good morning, Mark King. How you doing? Come in, some guy in here soon to come people about our property. Oh, awesome. Awesome. U.S. is down to 24 days of diesel warning. Oh, boy. Oh, man. Airfare return to Manila, Melbourne was going to be $3,700 Philippine Airlines. So we booked Scoot, 2,400 thousand before pandemic. Oh, wow. Wow. Nature Made is either a Walmart or Walgreens. That's exactly right. You see, Maximus, you seem to be well informed on things. You're exactly right. Don't worry, you can get this. At that time, a place called Chamberlain's Health Food Store. Chamberlain's in Orlando, Florida. They had this. And that's where I bought it initially. But you can buy the same bottle at Walmart or Walgreens for $5. I paid $16. Stop it. I paid $16 here. I think SNR has that. I have not seen it. I have not seen it here, but we get it here. I don't know where they buy it. I like it. I've been to the hospitals there. It's my girl's father and sister. They're pretty good. SNR, SM are nice for foods, veggies, and fruits. I'm glad. I'm glad. I'm not going to talk about veggies and fruits. They don't have any veggies and fruits here where I'm at. They have some. Ruth says, "I would die for a good orange." She said, "I've been living here now, back from Hong Kong." She said, "I can't even find a good orange." We buy oranges here. They're not any good. We buy their so-called oranges. They taste like diesel fuel. They taste like diesel. I don't know why. K Dog Show, good morning. Good morning. Good evening. Good evening. I'm a believer in vitamin nutrition. I used to take Costco fish oil. Great stuff. Almost any business Costco is great quality. Yes, it is. Costco has higher standards than Sam's and Walmart. Yes. I paid $32 210 gel caps fish oil here, and I take Centrum Silver multivitamin. That's $28. Vitamins are expensive here, but they're from the U.S. Yeah, this right here has I don't know how many pills in here. 200. So I take 2. Ruth takes 1. This lasts us 2-3 months. You're was on. Paul Dodger Trenson on the sidebar. I seen your license, so I drop his. So Paul's on. Okay. The green Adelon orange is pretty good. If I could find, yeah, I always talk about this, and I know you guys get tired of hearing it from me about the vegetables and stuff, so I won't go into it. You guys already know the vegetables aren't so good. I mean, they have them, but there's only this many vegetables when you go there, and you go every produce stand, they have this many vegetables, and that's it. You'll have 50 vendors or 100 vendors, and they have this many vegetables, all of them the same. Also, and that gamer, good morning. I miss Costco. I do too. They say that S&M, S&R, whatever, are alternative, you know, and it's good. So I just check Amazon. They carry Costco official. Amazon now delivers a minimum order of $50. Supposedly Amazon no shipping anywhere, but I think that's only in the States, right? I like Costco and Sam's Club. Yeah, me too. Kirkland vitamins from Costco. Yeah, I do have to get. That's in mall. I saw my favorite herbs and vitamins at the LAC store. I've got to go to. I got to really plan to go to the S&R there. Had that made navel oranges, I was going to giving them away, Tom. I tell you what, I love navel oranges if I can get them. You know, I love them. I love them. I live in a small town with one overpriced grocery store and one pharmacy and a post office and liquor store. That's about all there is there. Oh, wow. John Fairs. That's very small. Yeah, we Ruth and I, we always try to do the best we can what we got, you know? And sometimes we can't always find stuff. And so I'm gonna take the guys out for a meal today. And Ollie got stuff in from another place he had to go really get, so we're gonna have a nice meal today. Balu John, thank you. High five. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. And thank you. SR similar Costco, yeah. I cannot find any good oranges over here in the last 2 years now. Frozen, by the time you get them here, they're ready to go bad 1-2 days. You need to go through them out. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Roosters, they have trees there in Florida grow oranges. I go, yeah, it's saturated with many trees. They said, you know, if you wanted to, you could stop on the side of the road and go pick you a couple of them. No worries. And a lot of guys don't care. You know, they're not going to get mad if you're picking a couple of oranges. How much for hair color? Let my goatee grow out 4 inches and catch him. I don't know, it's cheap. $1. I think it's $1. Claude, how you doing? Which car did you get? Did you get the SUV or the car? What kind of car is that, Claude? This is Claude's channel. Claude can't, for some reason, he can't comment on his channel. YouTube won't let him. I don't know what's up with that. But, yeah. So this is Claude. You guys check out Claude's channel and check out his food channel. I really miss my cherries, and they're really good against gout. Yeah. Cherries are good for gout. Yes. That's what I love about the city. Everything is available: medication, housing, entertainment, food. Yeah, I don't have that. Hair color is another $1. Haircut $1. Haircut $1. Yep, $1 and $1. This is Claude and Jessica. Would you? Let me see that. Would you make me some coffee, darling? I think there's some made yet. RR's new cover case. Oh, she's classy now. Oh my goodness. Can we test it? Just throw it on the floor.
No. It's already broke.
It's already broke.
Oh.
Did you put some sugar in it?
Really?
Yeah. Ford Explorer. That the car? The car? Ford Explorer? Next week we get it. Well, I told you you'd have a car by December. I dreamed you December, but you get it in November. It's okay. Thank you, R. My haircut, self-inflicted. I shaved all my hair off. Did you? Did you? Did you? Yeah, well, you know what? It's okay. Sometimes when Ruth cuts my hair, I sold my car. I had a van. I had a Suzuki van, every wagon, and I sold it 3 weeks ago. And I had it for about 10 months. And the reason I sold it is driving here, Claude can attest for this, driving here is an experience. And the last few times I've taken it out, parking's a problem. I almost hit 2 children. And I get this, same day, one baby ran out in the road. She's probably 4 or 5. Just ran right out in the middle of the road. Cars coming this way, just ran out from my side, right out in the middle of the road. And I was about, I'd say 150 feet from her at the time. I slammed on my brakes, I fishtailed this way, went off the road, went off the side and back on. And luckily, the guy, the 12-year-old kid, grabbed the kid and ran back in. If not, I would have hit both of them. That's number one. Number two was, within the same minutes, we're going in downtown CDO, and a tricycle driver flipped his handlebars up as I'm going down the small streets, and I hit my mirror and broke my mirror on the handlebar. Just popped it, which I fixed it. All right, then I go and I turn left on a sign that was this big. No, it was about this big, really. No left. Lady's going to give me a ticket. Fought through that for 5-10 minutes and got out of the ticket. On my way back home, another child ran out in front of me. This child was probably about 10 or 12 years old, ran out and fell in the middle of the street as I'm driving. I again fishtailed off the road and ran off the road, almost off the cliff into the ravine. Same day. So I got back up on the road and I said, we got to stop. I need to stop. So on the way home, we're going through a community. It's the same thing, handlebars, tricycles. A guy gets off his bike. He flips the handlebar up like this. I popped it, hit the mirror again on the same motorcycle. On the same mirror on Ruth's side. I said, this all happened in one day. God is telling me to stop driving. There's a reason for this. I almost killed 2 kids. 3 kids, actually, because it's a 12-year-old. And the girl that fell on the ground ran across this way, kept going where she was going. The car ran off the road and ran into the bushes. We're all fine. I get the guy. I said, you okay? We're okay. You all right? He says, what is wrong with that kid? He's English, Filipino. He says, and then of course about that time, 50 motorcycles came there and stopped. There's the scene. And it was just like, I said, I got to go. You okay? He says, yeah, okay. And so I get in my car and I leave. I told Ruth, we're selling the van. And we need to get rid of it anyway. So, and before, as I had it up for sale, I'm going to town. I go to park it. And a guy and a motorcycle was there. He's moving away. Flips the kid off the bike. She's probably about 5. Falls on the ground as I'm pulling in. I'm this far from her head. You have to be so careful here in the Philippines, I'm telling you. It's not worth it. I said, I'll just take a tricycle. I'll rent me a driver. So we rent a driver now. We go to town, phone call, come pick me up, take me. He stays with us all day. Cost me $10, $5. So that's the reason I started doing. Long day you had, Tommy. Nightmares from your last driving. I tell you what, it was a horrible day home. It was a horrible day. Yeah, Rick Morris, 8.7 increase. Man, I tell you what, I already had mine figured out. I got that email yesterday morning, 8.7%. I get this amount. Okay, I'm tickled to death. I'm happy. Starting December the 1st. I was so excited. Pumpkin Joe is saying, yeah, and I'm a good driver. I wouldn't do anything different I normally don't do. Driving is hard. I tell you what. Gary T. Greetings, Gary T. I'm missing everybody here. Yeah, it's a multi-cab. Not really, but it's a multi-cab. Fade on the sides. Maximus saying, long hair. Hello, long. Multi-cab. Suzuki multi-cab. Yeah. Gary T. How you doing, my friend? Cola. Yeah, coming up a mint. Yeah. Less stress without driving. Yeah. The problem was the car. It was the driver problem. User error. Exactly. It was my user. Exactly. It wasn't the car. Driving is hard. Teach your wife to drive. You're getting told to drive. Hire a driver. Ruth can drive, but she won't drive anymore. Neither were the sisters after riding with me. I taught them not to drive. No, they in fact, the brother-in-law said yesterday that he almost hit someone on a bike yesterday. He was on a bicycle bike, and he was telling me it's getting scary for him. So now he's a truck driver. He drives a truck too. He's licensed to drive a CDL. That's what he wants to do. He wants to go back. Wants to go to U.S. and drive CDL. Teach your wife to drive. I had 2 kids running from me. The other driver yesterday, so I had dash cam installed. Yeah. Good night, Claude. Sleep well, my good friend. Yeah. Sleep well. Rick, I'm happy. You look goofy, hair color, and I have an issue with. Rodney Gall. Yeah, she cut your hair. All is good. Her mistake. You look goofy, hair color, and I have an issue with. Yeah. Long day you had, Tommy. Yeah, it was nightmares. It depends on the hair, Rodney. Province driving is hard. Yeah. Well, the cities I've been going to is big cities. CDO is big, and Valencia, Malibala is big. Those are big cities, and these things that happened. 2 of the incidents happened in the city. The rest were outside the city. City driving is worse. I'm down 8% exchange rate from Canada to USD. I wonder how much increase we'll get from CPP this year. Yeah. I love that about Miami, you said, Kevin and Gemma. And I did not know that Miami was founded by an Australian woman. High five. I just rent a car. Yeah. Yeah. It's Buddy Cold. Yeah. It snowed here yesterday. I tell you what, and I do rent a car or a tricycle. I just call my brother-in-law, one of her brothers, come pick me up in a tuk-tuk, and we go where we need to go. If I need to go to Valencia or somewhere, I take a bus. But if I need to go to the store, to items, I'll just have the brother drive us a multi-cab or something and give him, 500 peso. So that'd be good. Just rent a car. I take trike taxi drivers to Cebu, so reckless and patient. That's why I ended up getting a motorbike. I can kill myself, yeah. Yeah, Ruth had 2 accidents on her motorbike, and she's a good driver. So, and they both were not her fault. She was at a complete stop, and the guy ran in between her and another guy and knocked her down pretty good. So, yeah, Cambodia uses the USD of inflation, so it's bad here, but if you aren't paid in USD, it hurts, yeah. The problem is parents in every country are watching these children. Like the kids no longer listen to the parents. Yeah, and they're just running out in the middle of the street. I mean, we had so many incidents with that, and it was like it's overwhelming of stress for me, and it would overtake me. That it's not worth it. It's not worth the hassle. Yeah. Yeah, at least you're wise enough to know when it's open the envelope from the universe when it handed to you. Yeah, exactly, Jack. Sometimes I'll drive in U.S. No worries, man. I can drive there fine. I can get around where I need to do and what I need to do. Just there's no rules, regulations here. Everybody just does whatever. If you want to drive 100 mile an hour, you drive 100 mile an hour. You want to drive 200, drive 200. But you have to be very careful, and I'm always adamant about being very careful about that, you know, and watching what I'm doing. Got to go, and family. God bless you too. John Ferris, see you later, my friend, and thank you so much for coming on and spending your valuable time. I have a couple friends that are tuk-tuk drivers. I call them anywhere I want to go in the city. Yeah, and you know, they'll take you anywhere you need to go, and they'll help you along. Yeah, and I agree. I know that Ruth and I, if we have family members that have a car. Heck, Tom Shipman's family has his wife has a car. I know that Glennis would take us anywhere, or his brother-in-law has a multi-cab. We can just go with him, and I can call him, and he'll take us. So, and I know that. I like when you say, try lift the bars up. Yep. When driving there, you have to have your head on swivel and always scanning the sides of the roads, pedgers, dogs, and trikes coming outside roads. Yes. Okay, BT. And you're right, Maximus. You're right. It's like you don't really realize that they're not used to this, all the heavy traffic. The roads are being expanded, and it's going into the housing territory. There's no front yards. So the kids play on the street. And that's the problem. And it's going to continue to get worse. Because they put the roads there, the houses are there, and they did not think they're going to widen the road one day, and they put the house on top of it. A lot of people lost their houses. And I know a couple of Americans ended up losing their houses because of the highway coming through. I mean, a couple of Americans lost their house, eminent domain. They did give them money for it, but it was 1/10 of what they put into it. I understand driving here is a hit and miss. You need eyes back of your head, and I hear sometimes that isn't enough. Yeah. You have to anticipate the idiots come across the side of the cross streets. You're exactly right. And the active security for me, Cambodia is pretty safe. Yeah. And the same thing with me. I always make sure I have the brother-in-law, somebody around for security reasons. Yeah. You need to always have someone around for security reasons, no matter who you are, American, foreigner, yeah. No matter where you go. Because you do. And I always have my brother-in-laws with me. There's always someone with me. When Ruth and I will go to CDL, we'll go by ourselves. Ruth's my security guard. I was back ahead. Yeah, you're right, Jack Eastman. You're right. When I was a kid, I had to ask my parents if I want to go out in the backyard. I still had to ask. I go out in front. They tell me not to cross the street at all. Exactly. I'm the same way. Yeah, and you're right about that. Even now, kids will run around straight out front. They don't. Do they intend to do that? I don't know, but it's amazing how it happens really fast. I know sometimes you don't think about it, but a simple thing would be having bars there where they can't cross. But then that creates other hassles. It traps people sometimes too. So they're creating these medians now in the middle of the road, and it's chain link fence. And these chain link fences in the medians of the road now, and it's a detriment for a lot of people. It's going to be a detriment. And what that means is people can't cross the road whatever they want to do, so it's going to cause more accidents because it's going to funnel the accidents. So it's funneling. It's going to funnel everybody to an area because they know there's a way down there, and everybody's going to funnel to the area, and you're going to see everybody slamming on their brakes. This is where we're going to cross the roads. People's going to walk across the road there. There's not going to be a light there, so it's going to funnel all the traffic there. They don't think about that. So these engineers thinking this stuff. Okay, don't you think you need to every 400 feet, 300 feet make a cross, something people good? No, they're making like 1 kilometer solid fence and then opening. 1 kilometer, one solid fence opening. I'm going, oh boy. Even out here to my house, If a guy's got to take a left to his driveway here, he's got to go all the way down here, and he's got to loop it back around and come down into the house. I'm going to have to do the same thing. So to get to my house in the future, I'm going to have to go down a kilometer, loop all the way back around, and come. They won't have an opening there. I don't know. Who thought that up? I don't know. They're doing it now. The medians are going in as we speak. That's the reason I'm tired of driving. That's the reason I get tired. That's the reason I get frustrated. Let's go home. We have to go. And in some cases, I said, are they going to make it to work? And the neighbor's telling me, he said, it may be 2 kilometer time they're done before we have to go down and make the left. I said, are these guys smart or what? Why are they funneling traffic that way? So if I have to make a left, so you got to go to Barangay. You can't turn in Barangay. You got to go down a kilometer, maybe 2 kilometer down the road and come back around and go to the Barangay and to my house. Because my house is here next to the Barangay. So, me and the captain. A car's convenience, yeah. Yeah, it gives you the freedom to go anywhere you want. And I have the freedom to go anywhere I want. There's many tricycles that come by here. I just flag one down. My neighbor has 2. And the one across the street has 1. And I use those if I can. Yeah, those barriers, I almost said a bad word there. Those barriers, they make me mad. And it's just the thought, I got to walk. Now, if I got to do my walking, that means what? I got to go down 2 kilometers before I make it. Oh, what bothers me is the parents here and the children let them ride their around in public streets. Yeah, on a motorbike, I had to avoid them. I know. Who in the world would let their kid ride a bike, and she's 10 years old, on a highway, and I don't know, it bothers me too. In case medical insurance, you can just get in your car and have someone drive you to the hospital instead of waiting to the tri-car bunker cab to take you. Yep, I thought about that too. For me, it's going to have to be that way anyway, because there's no emergency vehicles here. They don't have any emergency vehicles here. They have ambulances, but they're not going to show up for you. They're just going to transfer hospital to hospital. They don't have 911 here. Well, they don't have 911 anywhere. Davo's the only one that has it. May have it in Manila now, but nobody has 911. So it's something that this. So if I get sick, I just have to get a tricycle to take me in town. If I have to wait an hour for it, so that's okay. I'll just die, whatever. There's nothing you can do about it. That's one of the reasons why I'm gonna, what's this called? Fly. My arms will get tired flying with my arms, but that's the reason because I did a video recently and not everybody watched till the end, and I really said the truth. If I had a do-over, Philly in the Philippines, I returned to the Philippines, he says. He's left a message. So, if you have to come here and you had to go back, right? Because of the reasons you decided to come here and you live here. I had rose-colored glasses on when I came here. I did. I had rose-colored glasses on. I should have come here like I did. I did not expect COVID to hit. So plan A, plan B went to kaput, and now I'm on plan C. And probably D and E will have to come into effect before I get back to the States. Yeah. Hold on, think time. USA easier to navigate. Yeah, it's easier. I can get around and do what I need to do. How long will it be for someone to take some wire cutters to cut that hole in the fence? Exactly. Somebody's going to tear that down. But I tell you what they started doing. They started putting steel in the middle of that chain link. So what they do, they got chain link, right? And they put steel bar, 4-inch squared steel bar, steel bar, steel bar, and you can't crawl in between it. The gap is only like 8 inches, 10 inches. A lot of steel. But anyway, they're doing it. They're making it on the side road and putting panels in and putting them in, attaching them. I'm looking to buy it. It's $70,000, $60,000. Makes me want a boat now. Yeah. I tell you what, Rodney, boat is the way to live. I'm telling you. Put it in a slip in a marina somewhere. You're set. When I was a kid, 11, 12, we used to have 1 block away from Yankee Stadium. We used to play football and kickball on the street. Ball games, dodging cars, trucks. Good old days, yeah. Yeah. Kids are allowed to drive here. Any motorcycle on what to go wrong here. Yeah. Kevin P. Joking. Can you get loadable medical cards here, cards in USA? I don't know. I don't know. Not that I'm aware of. Somebody, I don't know. Here we go. Kevin Nash, good morning. Mark or Bacani, good morning. One thing is, if it's rain, you must walk with them down muddy street, go down a place for the rides. Exactly. I got soaking wet the other night. It was raining the other day. I was in a tricycle. My leg, half my body's hanging out, right? They're small. So I'm soaked from here over. And I'm soaking wet. I mean, it's raining. What am I going to do? I just let it rain on me. It's cold, rain. What am I going to do? I can't scoot in. I'll be on top of the guy on a motorcycle. I can't do that. You know, I like the guy, but I don't like him that much. I'm going to scoot in, you know. So Ruth says, you're getting soaking wet. They're in the back, and they're covered. Well, number one, I can't fit back there. It's too small. And I said, it's okay, I'll be wet. So I went to the party, and I was soaking wet the whole time. Got chills, you know. So, no joke, it's legal here. You need a license to drive a motorcycle. Good morning, Kevin Nash. How you doing, Kevin? I was thinking about closing the stream. I've been on an hour and 42 minutes. Hour 41 minutes, actually. Yeah, I think I'll close the stream now. Not because Kevin came on. I love Kevin. He's my buddy. Good morning. Forgot about that tarp is only for drivers. Yeah. They need to get one for the passenger, right? They hang over the side. I know Kevin P. There are 30 to 50 bikers that see waiting for PNB checkpoints and shut down. Yeah. They'll do that. Okay, so they'll shut down the road, and the police is there. So they'll have the PNP there, right? And there'll be 30, 40 drivers there. Up the hill, there'll be 300 because they don't have license plate, don't have lights, don't have helmet on. They're wearing slippers instead of shoes on the bike. They're wearing shorts on the bike instead of long pants. Here, you have to wear shoes. You have to wear long pants. You have to do this. You have to do that. And it creates a lot of problem. So, you know how that is. Tom, you need to buy a raincoat. Yeah, I know. I got one. I got a poncho I can wear. I do. I have a poncho. Motorcycle. I use for my motorcycle. I want to thank everybody for coming on today. And I want to thank everybody for spending their valuable time. I want to thank everybody for all your support and everything you guys do. When I say raincoat, cover you from top to bottom. Yeah. I got a big poncho. I got a big poncho I bought. That thing covers me a long ways. It's short, but it does cover me. You know. I want to thank you, Hong. I want to thank you, Mark, Kevin, Jack, Kevin P. I want to thank everybody. Thank you, Blue John. Thank you, Maximus, Pumpkin Joe, Hong Island, Rodney Gall. Thank you for coming on today, BT. Thank you, John Ferris. Thank you, Kevin P. Thank you so much, Kevin and Gemma. Thank you, Claude. Thank you for coming on today. Gary T. How's Gary T doing? Balut, John, thank you for the super chat. Thank you, Mitch Brumwell. Thank you. Thank you for Milo coming on today. Thank you, Altos Gamer, coming on today. Thank you for all the support you guys give me. And thank you so much, Oker, Jim Dunlap, British Expat, Maximus, Brother Christopher Beecham, Jerry B. Maximus, thank you again. Sullivan's Irish Pub, thank you. Brother Christopher Beecham, thank you. Oker, thank you. Jim Dunlap. Thank you, everybody. Tom Shipman, Joe and Jeannie. Thank you, Rick Morris, for coming on today, my good friend. Thank you, guys, for spending your valuable time with me today. Let me see. A fishing trip. God bless. God bless, Mitch. And thank you so much. But now, expat in the Philippines, it will be applied to Philippines too. Yeah. See you guys next time. God bless everybody. And thank you so much.